Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to
Good
start a
morning, ma'am.
next chapter, that is tools and methods used in cybercrime. Third chapter we are going to check today, tools and methods used in cybercrime. In this chapter we will cover introduction of these tools and methods used in cybercrime, then proxy servers and anonymizers, phishing, password cracking, keyloggers and spywares, virus and worms, Trojan horses and backdoors. So these points we are going to cover under this chapters, tools and methods used in cybercrime. The first introduction of this chapter, the cybercrime is not a fully developed terminology. It is still it's in evolving state. However, it is bounded as unlawful action, malicious activity or unlawful action occurred by the use of computer or its system. So cybercrime is an unlawful action which is occurred by the use of computer or its system. The count of cybercrime and its victim are increasing day by day. Accused are found to be with a new tools and techniques. So this count is increased, cybercrime count is increased and users or computer system or mobile devices are also increased. And accused are found to be with the new tools and technique. For performing this type of crime, cybercrime, they are using new tools and techniques. Accused are using new tools and techniques. Attackers use latest and unknown technique to conquest the system. To get the control of the system, attackers are using latest and unknown techniques. Cybercrime usually occur in the presence of network by an attack. In general parlor, these attacks go through the certain stages as mentioned below. So these are the cybercrime stages. First is reconnaissance. Reconnaissance, it is an information collection stage wherein the basic information about the victim is being collected. So information gathering is here under this stage by the various social engineering websites by applying social site engineering. Reconnaissance collection stage wherein the basic information about the victim is being collected. Basic, who is that victim, what he is doing, every basic information about that particular victim is going to be collected under this stage by the social networking website. Second stage of attack, attacker scans the information received. What information he has received here, he will scan that information and decide the target, how many targets he has got. On the basis of that, he will decide the particular target by applying analytical techniques. He will use some technique. What information he has received, on the basis of this information, he will decide the target, which is the victim of his attack. Then, usually, the identify weak target or phone network, probe networks for backdoor entry make the victim first. So, from the targets, he has received various targets, but from that target, which is the weak target, he will come to know that. He will come to know that from out of these 10 targets, one target is very weak. So he will choose that target first, as well as he will choose the probe network backdoors. Probe network for backdoors. Which network is weak? He will choose that network for backdoor entry. From backdoor, he will enter into that network. So after getting access, they will do next task. So in this scanning stage, they will scan the information received from the recognition stage. And after checking this information received, they will decide the target which is very weak, as well as they will decide the network. From that probe network, from that network, they can enter from backside. Now next stage, after performing second stage scanning, next stage is gaining access. Now we have scanned our target and we have decided this is the my target, I am going to attack on this particular target. So start to gain access. After identifying of weak victim from the latest stage, that is scanning stage, their credential and their details are being accessed. In this stage includes confidential data, personal information, customer information, etc. So now we have decided our target. After that, we have to take credential of that target. So get credential of that target that contains their confidential data, user ID, password will be there, personal information will be there, customer information will be there. So here we are trying to get access at this stage.
मैम कुछ
Yes.
स्टूडेंट नहीं कर पा रहे.
So after getting access, now we have to maintain that access. Now we have received the access of that particular victim. Now next stage is we have to maintain the access, whatever we have got. This is the fourth step of the attack, in which the attacker remains connected to the victim system. Attacker remains connected to the victim system network in order to capture desired information or activities. So he will always connected with the victim to get the desired information. He will check the all activities of that victim and he will try to capture all the desired information. After gaining access, the hacker installs certain backdoors in order to gain access to the system in the future if he needs it. Now I have got the entry, I have got the access for the particular victim computer. After that, I will install some viruses or Trojan over there that will be work as a backdoor. If I have installed their Trojan, then after some now my work is done. But in future, if I need that target, if I need that victim, I can enter into that system because I have kept backdoor open for me. Whenever I need, I can go there. So here hacker installs certain backdoors in order to gain access to the system in the future if he needs it. The procedure of recovering information and identifying attackers become complicated because that is hidden part. Backdoor is a hidden part. So this procedure, if you want to identify particular attacker or if you want to get the recovery of information, that becomes complicated. Then next stage is covering tracks. Now I have gained the access, then I have maintained my access. I have to cover my track. After achieving objective of attack. Now here attack is already done. After achieving objective of attack, the attacker attempt to erase the footprints. Means what I have done there. I will erase all the part. So nobody will find me. So attacker attempt to erase the footprint and evidences of attack from the network. My objective is done, attack is already over. Objective is done, so I will erase the footprints. Means using that I have received the information. What process I have used to gain the access. That footprints are erased. Evidences are erased. So these are the various steps. These attacks go to certain stages, means how we can perform any type of attack. These are the stages. So first is, you can tell me, first is what type of information we are getting here in the first stage? Yes,
Basic.
basic information. Then
Yes, ma'am.
ab- about the victim, you will collect. Here victim is not decided. You have started the collection of information only. Particular victim is not decided. You have started to collection of information. Reconnaissance stage. So after This, now we have received various information. Next stage is
Scanning.
scanning of that information, and what we are doing there after scanning.
Attacking the weak person.
Victim.
No, only we are going, means we are accessing the particular weak target. We are identifying the weak target over here, weak target and weak network by using this information. Scanning is done for that purpose only, which is the weak which is the weak target and which is the weak network. So next stage after this, you will try to get access. Next stage, tell me
Gaining access.
how.
By taking their credentials.
Yes, that we have already done here also. Hmm? In this stage, we are collecting information through the social networking website, applying social site engineering. So here, maybe you have received your user ID and password. That's why it is a weak target. Hmm? Already we have got all the information about that target. So on the basis of that, we have decided, yes, this is the easy way to access the particular target. So here we are gaining access. Identification of weak victim. After identification of weak victim, from the latest stage, their credential and their details are being accessed. So in this stage, we will get the access of that particular target. Then next, hmm,
Maintain the access.
maintain the access. Till when we have to maintain this access? Yes, till when we have to maintain this access? Till we are not getting desired information, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Till we are not getting desired information, till that time we will maintain the access. Our desired information, after getting that information, attack will be performed over there. So if in future, today that particular task is not done, if you are trying to attack on particular system, but you have not got or you have not received any desired information, so tomorrow again you have to go there and search for the information. For that reason, we have to install backdoors. Certain backdoors will be there. Through that backdoor, you will go again to that system. You will access that system again. Tomorrow you will check whether that person is going to enter any sensitive data, whether he is going to access any bank website. So that time, if your main motive is to get the money from that victim, he is giving you detail about his bank, then desired information is received to you, but not today, you are getting it tomorrow. For that reason, you are installing backdoors. Next, next,
Covering track.
covering track means what?
Erasing footprint.
Yes, what you have done, which step you have used to conduct this attack, that you will erase. That steps you will erase. Means how you have accessed that system. Means you know the weak point of that particular system. That system is weak because of any reason. Maybe they have not maintained the confidentiality. So that is also weakness. If that weakness known to the person, he will try to patch that. So here try to erase all the footprints. How you have received that information? Because of this reason, you will not get by the security officers or security analyst how attack has been done. That footprints we are going to erase from here in this stage. So these are the stages of attack, how to perform any attack. Next is proxy servers and anonymizers. So here you can check, this is the proxy server. Here is you, your computer, and this is a network. If you want to connect with this network or with this server, you have to go through proxy only. For anonymizer also we are using same concept. There is a anonymizer, using that anonymizer you are going to connect with the network. So this is the middleman. This proxy server and anonymizer. This is the middleman to connect with the network. User is going to connect with the network through these servers. First is the proxy server. Proxy server is a dedicated computer. Here you can compare this text with the diagram. Proxy server is a dedicated computer in between this. This is a computer or computer software system that works as a middleman between an endpoint or endpoint device such as computer and other server. So this is your endpoint device or your computer, and here is the server. And this proxy is the middleman between endpoint device and server, from which this is the server from which a user or client is seeking a service. So you are typing here google.com. So that website, if you are going to access that website, you will access that website through proxy. You will send the request to the proxy. Your request goes to the proxy, then your request gets sent through the proxy to the web. You are not directly connected to the server. Proxy is sending your request to the server. So it will work as a middleman. When client connects to the proxy server, this is the client and this is the proxy server. When a client connects to the proxy server, it requests a service. For example, google.com. This service I want to access that google.com page, means I am requesting a service from Google server. So what type of service here? Example is given, file. I am accessing any file. Connection will be there. I want to connect with the server. Web page. I am accessing particular web page or other resource. Then proxy server examines the request. What request I am sending to the proxy? Proxy server will examine that request to simplify and control its complexity. If there is a complexity, it will try to simplify over here. It will try to make it less complex. You are not worried about how this proxy is getting information. You are just sending request to the proxy. Proxy will take care of that. These are the purpose of proxy server. It its cache memory can serve all user. You are not the single user who is going to use that proxy. Many users are there. What requests are sending that are stored into the cache memory of proxy server. So this is the main purpose. First, its cache memory can serve all user. All user request will be stored here, and then proxy will send that request to the actual server. It can improve performance. It is very fast. Which page is asking repeatedly, immediately that page response will be sent to the user. So it will improve the performance that is stored into the cache memory only. So it will improve the performance. It can filter request. It can check the request whether valid request or not, whether the particular request is valid or not. That is also checked by this proxy server. If it is valid, then and then only request is sent to the server. It can also check the request whether it is valid or not. behind the curtain. It can be used as an IP address multiplexer. Using single IP address, sending requests to the multiple servers. Multiple clients are sending requests to the one proxy, and that proxy IP is going to handle all these services. Means using that proxy IP, you are sending request to multiple server. So it can be used as an IP address multiplexer. Broadcasting. The attacker connects to the proxy server first. Here, if attacker is there, that attacker will connect to the proxy server first. Then establishes a connection with the target using the proxy's existing connection. So here attacker using which system? Proxy. And using this system he is trying to get the target, trying to attack on the target. So these are the purpose of proxy server. Next is anonymizer. Anonymizer, often known as anonymous proxy. Proxy is there, middleman is there, but this is anonymous. You don't know about this. Who is this? You don't know. It is a tool that aims to make online behavior untraceable. In the proxy server, in the previous slide, we have seen proxy server. That proxy server has some IP address. Using that IP address, you are going to connect with the other server. Means using that IP address, it is traceable. You can get that IP address, but anonymizer proxy is there. This proxy is hidden from public. So this behavior of this proxy is untraceable. Online behavior of this proxy is untraceable. So it is a tool, and aim of this tool is to make online behavior untraceable. Nobody will get idea what you are searching, what you are doing. It is a proxy server computer that serve as a middleman and privacy shield between client computer and the rest of the internet. So this anonymous proxy is the middleman plus privacy shield between client computer who is sending that request, that computer, and the rest of the internet, that public area. So who is sending that request, that is hidden. So this anonymous proxies become privacy shield. It connects to the internet on the user's behalf. On the user behalf, it will connect to the internet. I am sending request google.com, that is gone to the anonymous proxy. So anonymous proxy will send that request on my behalf. Masking the client computer's identifying information to protect personal information. Here this anonymous proxy masks the client information, client computer information. That ID, IP address is not going to show to the public. So that's why it is going to protect the personal information of user who is sending the request. Purpose of anonymizer. Anonymizer are useful for variety of reasons, including reducing risk because your personal information is not going out. Preventing identity theft, same, credentials are not hidden, and concealing search record from public disclosure. What you are searching online. This is about online activity. So that records are hidden. Public will not check your search part. Means what data you are searching, on the basis of that you will get the call. Means there is a statistics, what type of data you are searching, what type of product you are looking, immediately you will get the call or you will get the emails. But if you are using this anonymizer, nobody will check what type of information you are searching online. So it is concealing search record from the public disclosure, and this is the purpose of anonymizer. Here you can check this example. Direct request is not possible. Here this is direct request. This is not possible. Here you can check anonymizer. Your request will go to the anonymizer. Next, anonymizer will handle that request. This is the anonymizer. Anonymizer will handle that request. It will to the server, and that request will get back whatever result of that query, that will get back to the anonymizer only. So this person knows this part only, or this server knows this part only. He don't know, or server don't know about client who is actually requesting. So this behavior is hidden, means I am user, I am asking for this particular request, but that is hidden from public, from this public part, that I am using this service. So here is the anonymizer. You can check this. Let me tell you, anonymous website is there. This one. Anonymous.org. Website is available here. Click on this English. Continue to free anonymous surfing. Here. From here, you can ask for particular website. Surf anonymously. So this is the anonymizer. Here you will write that your, for example, your URL, and that URL or request is sent to the next server using the anonymizer. Here we are using website as an anonymizer. Plus other ways are available. Email. You can send email. So go on this. Yesterday you can check here. Yesterday I have sent email. I have checked this part. Yesterday I have sent this mail. What is the name? Anonymous remailer. Who has sent this information here? Here you can check if the person, I know that person, that name will be there, or who is really sending the information, that name is getting there, or email address, you will get the email address of that particular person, but anonymous remailer is here. So through this you are sending various mails, and this mail I have sent. See here you can check the timing, 9:56 p.m. I have received this mail 9:56 p.m. but actually I have sent this mail at 8 p.m. Means immediately mail is not getting to the receiver, mail is not sending to the particular victim. It will take minimum 12 hours. It will take minimum 12 hours to send that mail. Means actual sender will not be identified. If some way you identify that this is the IP address, using that IP address the particular mail is sent. But at that time the person is not available there, because actual send time is different. Actual at 8 o'clock I have sent this mail, but I have received this mail at 10 o'clock, about 10 o'clock. Means after 2 hours I have received this mail. Till that time that attacker has gone to different place. So same here. You can tell me your email ID. Anybody? Anyone?
MD Zahir 0123.
MD ZAH double E
IR.
na?
No,
IR.
ma'am. IR.
Hmm?
0123
0123.
@gmail.com.
So here I will write. hmm,
हाँ बस इतना हमको क्या पता कि इतना मोटा होने ढलाई होगा।
We will write. Here you will create some other mail, temporary mail. For example, I am giving here my email ID. So this is temporary email for getting that credential. Okay. And send this mail. The email has been sent anonymously. So sender name is not there. Anonymously, this mail is sent. You will get this mail, but not now. You will get this mail, but not now. You will get this mail after 1 hour, 2 hour, till 12 hours. You will get mail. Here they have written the message. In order to increase your privacy, the anonymous email will be randomly delayed up to 12 hours. Up to 12 hours, you will get the email. And what information I am asking here? This is Pune College admin. Subject is Pune College admin. I will write the student name. I will get this email ID from anywhere. From anywhere, I will get this email ID and write this message. This is a mail from Pune College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Because of some security reason, we are asking user ID and password of every student, as your email is hacked. So please send your user ID and password before 12 p.m. on this email address. So immediately before 12 p.m., you are sending your information to this email ID. After getting all the details, I will destroy this email. So I have received all your credential. Every user credential I have received here. Sometime payment issues are there. That time users are sending, students are sending their banking detail also. So such a time of message you will get through email or through SMS, and they will ask your user ID and password for that banking site also. Clear? So this type of way you will get the message. These are the ways you will get the message. Plus one more, here is the, wait a minute, incognito mode here. New incognito window is here. So if you are logging into this, what you are going to search here, that is hidden from public area. Publicly it is not available. It is not going to store any history. For this type of search, it is not going to store any history. So if you are using this part, and if I have you open my Gmail also and I try to forget to close that, automatically it will delete all the part, because no history is going to record here. So this is also comes under this anonymous part. Understood this anonymizer, how it works?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next point is phishing. Phishing is a type of social engineering technique that aims to acquire user information such as login password and credit or debit card details. So through social engineering techniques, we are getting users credential as well as credit or debit card details through phishing. When an attacker poses a trustworthy entity and convinces a victim to open an email or instant message, the recipient is duped into clicking a harmful link. So I have sent you a mail. Through that mail, I will send some link also. If you are not able to give, if you are not allowing, or if you are not sending that user ID and password automatically, through that link, I will install some malware into your device. And after that, I will observe your activity. And through that activity, I will receive all credential. So that is a phishing attack. Social engineering technique. Using social engineering technique, I can perform such type of attack to get the credential. How does phishing work? How does this phishing work? First is the planning. First stage is planning. Spammers use mass mailing and address acquisition strategy. So here we are getting information. For that information, we will send the mass mailing. Through that mail, someone will respond. Not all, but someone is there who is going to respond. So using that way, you are going to get your victim. Setup, create an email or website to collect information on the target. As I have sent email there to get the user ID and password, means I am collecting information about you, about your credential. If you are not sending, someone is there who is going to send. That information I will use as my victim. So create an email or website to collect information on the target. Next, assault, deliver a forged communication to the intended recipient. Forged communication will be there to the intended recipient. I am going to deliver that communication. Means I am asking that user ID and password about your bank. So that is assault. Then gathering data. Keep track of what you are gathered. Here we have to keep the track what data you have gathered. And identity theft and fraud. Here we are going to get the credential. Everything you have done here, now you are going to get the credential. Identity theft, stealing the information and using it to commit fraud or make illegal purchases. So if I have received your bank detail, using that bank detail, I will purchase something. That is illegal. Without your authorization, I am purchasing something. So that is illegal. So using your information, I am committing fraud. So this is the way how phishing works. How does phishing work? Understood this? Planning is there, setup is there, assault, gathering data, and identity theft and fraud. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Example of phishing: spammers make Facebook login page. It will look like your original Facebook login page. They will make Facebook login page from time to time. When you input your email address and password on one of these pages, that is fake one. On one of these pages, if you enter your email ID and password, the spammer saves it at their end. Then phishing is the term used to describe this type of attack. Means you are creating fake Facebook login page. Using that Facebook login page, you are getting credential of user or victim. That is a one type of phishing attack. The creator of this website then utilize the information to gain access to the victim account. So because of that information, attacker is able to get access of victim's account and send messages to their friends, spreading the illicit websites even further. So if that victim is well-known person who are in the friend list, I will, as an attacker, I will send illicit messages to the friends, to the victim's friend. I will ask for the money. If sender is the well-known person, then somebody is there to send the money. Somebody is victim of this also. That person will send the money. But actually this victim is not going to ask that money. Somebody else has hacked this account, and using that he is asking for money, and he has sent the account detail also, and victim is not knowing about that things. So that attacker will get the money from some friend, then using that account only he is able to, or attacker is able to spread the illicit websites. So that websites are not legal. Through that website or that fake website, they will get the sensitive information from that accounts also. Means here is a network of getting victims. One victim is already received. One victim detail is already received. Because of these messages, you are getting other victims details also. The fishers make money in some cases. So he will ask for the money. So he will make money in some cases by leveraging the personal information they have gathered. So this is the example of phishing. I have a practical part of this also, how to create a fake Facebook page. I will show this part one day, how we can create. It will look like your legal Facebook login page, but actually it is fake one, and I will receive your user ID and password. When you will try to log in into that page, I will receive your user ID and password. Okay. So these type of examples are there. You can give any other example also for phishing. This is one example. So these are the methods of phishing attack. We will see these methods in the next lecture, because it is having more than 12 or 13 methods. So we will see all these methods in the next lecture. Okay. We will stop here. Wait a minute.